Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to do something a little bit different. I want to talk about a car manufacturer that's right here in the Middle East in the UAE, United Arab Emirates, called Jannarelly. And they produce really beautiful sports cars. They just started with their first model and you're going to see that in this video, and I'm going to interview one of the representatives that has representation in Kuwait while I was at the Kuwait Auto Works show. And the car is magnificent. It's beautiful. It sounds great. I actually didn't hear it myself, but I have a couple of clips during the video that you can check out, and I'm really excited about this car. It's also not that very expensive, and it's coming from a 4C driver. It's quite interesting, and they have a different approach that the Italians had, and I think it turned out better. Check out the interview. So I'm here with a representative of Jannarelly.
Yes.
And I'd like to ask you about this car, the concept. You explained it to me a couple of days earlier,
Yes.
but just for the viewers to say, what is this car and how did it come to life?
Yes.
And what was the concept and what do we have today?
Okay. So my name is Talal. I'm from Kuwait, and I represent Jannarelly Automotives in Kuwait for their car. Basically, Anthony Jannarelly is one very famous designer. He made the first car. It was the Lycan hyper car for W Motors.
Time to unleash the beast.
One that we saw in the Fast and Furious.
We saw in the Fast and Furious. So this car cost $3.5 million to sell. So in one interview, they asked Anthony to tell him, "Do you own a car like that?" And he said, "I don't have 3.5 million to spend on a car." And then he went back home and he said, "You know what? I want to make a car that have a retro look of the classic racers as European style, 60s, 70s kind of car. They can drive daily and reliable as well." So he did the sketch. And he put all the good, beautiful things from this specific era onto this car. And then he produced a prototype. He decided to put a Nissan engine in it because it's very reliable and it's very affordable as well and powerful.
Is it 350?
350, yeah. So it's 350 is the same engine. So he mounted in the back. He put it exactly in the middle. And then after that, he did the body work. And he started developing the car, putting more carbon fiber on it, putting more aluminium. So basically he did a car that functioned well because he know how hypercars goes. If it goes to wind tunnel, testing and all of these kinds of things, aerodynamics. So basically he created this piece of art.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So you have everything from everywhere. And it's reliable and it's affordable as well. So when he did his first prototype, people said, "This is a beautiful car. Why don't you produce it?" He said, "Well, I don't have a factory." Then he teamed up with another French guy, Fred, and they combined their engineering skills and designing skills, and they did the car as a production because there is a lot of demands on it. So they did this first car, and it's called the Launch Edition, 30 cars worldwide, and this is number 19 out of the 30.
And I understand this is your car.
This is my car.
Your
I chose
spec.
19 because my birthday. So
Oh, perfect.
19th of December. So
this is a production car. This is, if you, let's say you go and order one, this is what it's going to look like. This is not a prototype anymore.
No, this is what it's going to look like, and you can add on a carbon fiber roof that can be removable. So you have 4 cars in one. It's a coupe with a carbon fiber roof. You can remove the top and it can be a Targa. You can remove the back and then you can have this sleek one.
Okay.
And you can remove the high windshield if you want to go on the track and put the short one. to save weight.
Perfect.
And the car doesn't have any issue with heating. It grabs well on the streets. The sound is amazing because he knows how to play with things.
We never will we have a chance to hear it, maybe?
Yes. But
Perfect.
we are indoor, we cannot.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
it's the sound. It's reminiscence of the classic racers. When you see Steve McQueen, movies, this is a sound that you're gonna get.
Wow.
And this car always put a smile on your face because it's like comfortable, it's fast. The looks are great. You wish that you have extra eye outside so you can see yourself.
Yeah.
You know? And it's the eye candy.
It looks like, as you mentioned the other day, I think you said Speed Racer.
It is, yeah.
So it's really like a little hot rod. It's like
Yes.
unbelievable for this era where now you have all cars are getting bigger with safety and this and that.
Yes.
It's so refreshing to have something that's small and nimble
Yes.
and kind of just so unique in that.
And the size, and this is the logo. It's Drive Unique. That's his logo. That's beautiful. So also the interior you can choose wherever you like if you want to have a look. Anything you like to have in the car you can put as leather, as carbon fiber. So it's basically customized for your own needs. I customized myself. It took me 4 months to decide on the color.
Yeah.
Because the first time I met Anthony, I told him, "Thank you very much." And I told him I have a problem. He said, "What's the problem?" I said, "Which color?" You know, I need to have a color that will satisfy me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So I tried to choose a color that it's settled, but also there is a flair to it. So that's why I put the candy red in the middle. So it's especially even when the dials, if you look at the dials on the interior.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
They're red, but at night when you put the lights on, they go blue.
Wow.
So give you the quietness and coolness of the night,
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky to have this car in my garage. I'm honest.
I'm sure.
First
Anyone
of all,
would be.
I went to buy the car, but when I saw it, I told him I want the dealership to Kuwait.
Amazing.
And I signed the contract within 20 minutes. I didn't even look at it. Because I want this car to go to the proper garage, proper collector, so he can enjoy it for the rest of his life. Because this car is so personal to everybody that own it,
I mean, what's beautiful about something like this is that, when you look at, I mean, I don't know if I'm right or wrong to compare it with something like an AC Cobra something of that nature. Those are all old cars. You need to restore. You need to get. It's hard to get parts. This is brand new.
It's brand new.
So
they gave you a brand new classic car, and functional. Everything in the car, every curve, every turn, everything here is functional. Nothing is only for looks. And you drive a brand new car, basically, You have no hassle of not finding the parts or stopping at any point or any fume smells,
Yeah.
I've been there with the classic cars.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
But, sometimes either you go really lucky with them or sometimes they're a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
So the perfect combination, as I say. And, I always say that to everybody. It looked like you have a beautiful model that can cook really good food. You know what I mean?
You got the best of both worlds.
Both worlds, You have a beautiful, wife or girlfriend at your home, but she can cook really good food.
Yeah.
And
Sounds too good to be true.
It's too good to be true. And to be frank, most of the people who order the car in Kuwait, they're females.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
That's interesting.
They enjoy the car. One lady I saw the other day. She went down from her Rolls Royce, and I know who she is. She's like in her 60s. She looked at it and said, "Wow, this is so beautiful." And I said, "Thank you." She said, "You know what it reminds me of?" And I say, "What?" It reminds me of a beautiful song. And I say, "Well put. Thank you very much." I say, "It's gorgeous." And she was holding it like that until she went to her Rolls Royce.
Wow.
So coming from a lady with that age, coming out from a Rolls Royce with that compliment, and very vivid about it, how it kept me happy,
Yeah, that's a nice thing to hear.
Yes.
So, I know a lot of people would want to know some figures. So let's say what kind of horsepower, what kind of statistics, the 0 to 100, top speed, and things like that. And also, finally, we'll finish out with how much it costs, as well.
Great. So the engine is 3.5 6-cylinder Nissan. It can produce 400 horsepower.
Wow.
And 0-60 is 3 seconds.
The weight is?
The weight is 810,
820. 820.
Yeah,
Okay, kilos.
800, yeah, kilos. So it's basically...
That's very light. That's
very light.
nothing.
That's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And once you drive the car, you feel like you're on a motorcycle because it's really light. And top speed depends on how gutsy you are.
Okay.
You know, I didn't go that fast
All right.
because I'm gonna go there eventually.
Yeah.
But it's fast. It's a fast car.
And I noticed there's a manual gearbox. Is that the only option, or there's
you
also
can
an
have it
automatic?
manual, and there is something we have to announce at the show.
Okay.
We can provide you with a V8 Chevrolet engine as well.
Oh wow.
So
Perfect.
that's another option. If you said, well, I don't like the 6-cylinder, I want more aggressive sound, the grunt. We can provide you with a V8.
Oh great.
So.
And how much are we looking at for?
So we
let's
have-
say a spec like this.
So, the specs like this, I will show you the poster. The car that I'm gonna bring to Kuwait is gonna be complete like that, with a carbon fiber roof, the heavy windshield, the long one, and the fins. This car, as is full option with air conditioning and stereo, costs 27,000 KD. That's equivalent to $100,000 or
Okay.
less. Yeah. So with that car, when you're gonna get it, it can transfer to 4 different styles. Let's say this is the car that you get. The weather is nice. There is screws here. You just unscrew the top, and you can have a Targa look. Mm-hmm. You can remove,
I love that Targa look.
This is a beautiful look, by the way. You can remove that part. You can put what I have like that, and it becomes a high windshield convertible. If you go on the track, or if you want really retro look, you can go with the short windshield as what I have. And the good thing about it, it's all screws. You just remove these. You get the carbon fiber, panel, and then you put everything.
Great.
And the cover open to the front, and it's very light. It's carbon fiber.
Yeah.
So you can transfer the car from a racer to elegant, cruiser.
But I love the dedication that you didn't put an electrical mechanism
No,
or something.
no,
Just
no.
keep it light, keep it
Yes. This is a driver's
simple.
car.
Yeah.
You have to. There is no computer that can take care of you. You take care of yourself.
But I did notice you have traction control,
Yes.
which is a good thing, I think.
It's a good if you use it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I wouldn't use traction control, but
will never.
I guess a lot of people
I
would
will
like
never.
to have that kind of
Yeah.
safety since.
it's there.
Yeah.
For people if they want to use it. But for me, no.
Yeah.
Burning rubber is like a nice perfume. Too.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure
Nice
meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
Take care.
I'll see you soon, hopefully.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So huge thanks to Talal for the interview. I'm actually quite excited to see this car again. Hopefully Jannarelly, come on, I want to test drive it. It looks great. I want to see it on the track. The fact that it's this kind of spec that you saw is around $100,000 is not much, especially for like a limited 30 car edition that they've put out. Everything really depends on how it drives. What I really like is that they use the 350Z engine, which is very reliable. It has a manual, which is something I really miss. I wish they had that in the 4C as well. But don't be alarmed, they also have that automatic that they talk about, which is kind of interesting as well. When it comes to performance numbers and how it's on the track, that's, always automatics are gonna be a lot better. Especially the new ones that we are having, these days. I really think this car could be good. Talal actually owns the car that you saw in the video, so that just goes to show that this thing is ready to go, and they're making them, and I really want to go by, see the factory and see what's up, talk to the engineers, have a better insight on the car, and then actually drive it, because man, I don't know. To me, it's a car that like really speaks to me. It reminds me of, those old school Cobras and something that really, stands out. Lately, all the cars are becoming boring. They're very good, but they're boring. They all work fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Everything is perfected on them. Where this car has character, which a lot of new cars don't. And I'd like to see that. And yeah, that's the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this car. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It sounds great, and the fact that they're putting a V8 soon into the car, it's even better. I mean, they're probably going to put an LS in it. He said a Chevy engine, so I'm assuming it's an NLS. And you know, like everyone knows, those engines sounds great. They're reliable. And everyone wants more power, and especially with this thing weighing so little, it's gonna be a rocket. I mean, it already is, I'm assuming, but it's gonna be a rocket. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.